How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're starting Baldur's Gate 3. Let's get going. Alright, how's it going, everyone? So like I said, today we are going to be starting Baldur's Gate 3. Before we can go anywhere, we do need to build ourselves a character. There are a couple of things to be aware of. First, here I am playing on console, and we have a lot of various things that we can go through. Like when it comes to making a character. If you don't want to deal with any of that, you could use one of the origin characters and just go through, see like the various characters in the game. Actually, I have no idea who this is. But yeah, so these are pre-established characters in the world. Everyone here is a character that you will meet in the game. You can recruit basically all of them, except for maybe the Dark Urge. I don't know anything about the Dark Urge, to be perfectly honest with you, though he is a sorcerer, so that could be cool. But yeah, Asterion is a rogue, if you want to be a rogue. Lazelle is a fighter. Gale is going to be our wizard. Shadowheart is a cleric. Will is a warlock, and Karlach is a barbarian. So if you just want to pick one of these characters, go ahead and do so. I will be building my own character, though. So yeah, I will come back when I'm done with that. Alright, so here is our character. We are going to be a Mephistopheles tiefling, who is going to be a monk with the name of Brother Z. I was just going to have it be Z, but then I figured he's a monk, so might as well call him Brother Z. If you look over there at my stats, I have completely dumped strength and charisma, and basically dumped intelligence as well. The only reason why intelligence isn't an 8 is because I cannot get wisdom up to 17, and if I do dump intelligence to 8, I only get constitution up to 15, and D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, which is what Baldur's Gate is based off of, you only get the benefits of stats at every even level or even number. So bringing it up to 15 is essentially the same as if I had it at a 14. So I decided to make it 14 and bring my intelligence up to 10. That way I have a base 0 on any intelligence rolls that I might have. I am also going to have access to Flurry of Blows because I am a monk, and I am going to have access to Mage Hand because of my sub race. I am also going to be resistant to fire damage, which is a nice trait, but not necessarily needed. I'm going to have simple weapons and short swords. My skill proficiencies are going to be acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, and insight. I do plan on becoming a shadow monk, so having the stealth and sleight of hand and acrobatics is honestly going to be very beneficial for us. But yeah, other than that, I have a guardian that I need to make, so I'll go ahead and make that and be back, and then we'll get into the game proper. Alright, so this is the look of our guardian. She is the same breed of tiefling that we are, and yeah, she got the white hair with the blue highlights and the gold embossed horns. So yeah, that is all very well and dandy. Let's go ahead and tally forth. Alright, so a lot of things just happened. Uh, First and foremost, we are on a ship called a Nautiloid. The ship is more living creature than it is actual, like, spaceship. And spaceship is an apt description of it, because the mind flares which fly them, which is the thing that put the little tadpole in our eye, they are native to the astral sea, which is essentially the space between spaces here in Dungeons and Dragons. And the little tadpole that he put in our eye, that eventually will cause a process called ceramorphosis. I said that slightly wrong, but hopefully y'all will forgive me. But what that does is it will eventually turn anyone with a mind flare tadpole in their brain into another mind flare. So that is no good. Other than that, the creatures that were flying the red dragons are known as the Githyanki. They are in kind of a eternal battle against the mind flares, and they have a tenuous pack, if you will, with the mother of dragons, which allows them to ride around on the red dragons. I'm not sure how much of that Githyanki background lore is going to come into play, but we shall see. Let's go ahead and resume the game and look around.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
It is also worth noting that I have in fact played the pre-release of this game.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Investigation. Investigate the pool. Skill checks. Some dialogue options require a skill check. Dice roll that must meet or exceed the target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. So I'm going to have a +0 on this, and I need to beat a 10 on a D20 roll. Let's go ahead and roll. There we go, got a 19.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Reach towards the pool. Yep. Saw that coming, but I still wanted to do it. Now, it is worth being aware that on console, if you press in the L3 button or the left stick, you can kind of zoom around your area to get a look at things. For an example, I can see that there is a treasure chest up here, and there is a restoration pod right here. Now, I could also press and hold on the right stick, and it will give me information on things in the world. Like, that is more just right around me. So, like, it'll show me that I have this chest right here, and it's going to show me that it is with the star. That means that it has not been looted yet. Now, if I open it up, close it, that star is gone. That means I have looked in it, but I haven't taken anything from it, and there are, in fact, things inside of it. And now if I open it up and I press triangle and I take everything and do that again, I will see that it is empty. That denotes that I have, in fact, looked into it and taken everything from it. So you'll see me running around with that active quite a fair bit. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and interact with this restoration pod. Heal up after being exploded from the thing. Oh, and one more thing I want to take care of. I don't particularly care for the robes that we are in, although they are the only robes that I have access to. Alright, never mind. Moving on. Wait, before I do, is there anything else in here? There is another chest up there. Can I get up there? I don't have the best strength in the world, so I might not be able to jump up that way. I go this way, I might be able to make it across them.
Else are we? Not everyone made it out alive.
Yeah, so I should be able to interact with things. Ooh, rune slate.
Visions project into your mind. An Nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Got some onyx right here. Very well. And can I do anything with this? Doesn't look like it. But moving around, here is that chest containing 12 gold. And I'll probably take damage if I try to jump around there. Yeah. I'll take 1 point of damage and fall prone. 1 point of damage isn't much, although I only have 10 HP. So I'm not going to do that. I am curious, though, if I can dash outside of combat. I don't think it would help, but let's take a look. Dash. Apparently not. Very well. Dash does not increase your actual rate of movement. It just increases the amount of feet you can move in around. Hey, look, a goblin with 4 gold.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this. A schematic of a Nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
We are here.
1,000 years of humanoid history, elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Alright, so after collecting all of that, let's go ahead and step on this thing right here and interact with the neural aperture. And back here we have a interesting thing going on, so let's go ahead and talk with
Help us.
this guy. Actually, let's go ahead and investigate. Yeah, so as we can see, he has an intelligence of 1. And if you know anything about mind flayers, that might give away what we got going on in here. Let's go ahead and talk.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Alright, so we have a couple options to speak to right here. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain? I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do. And you sound afraid. Why? Let's go ahead and choose the first
A
option.
newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Alright, so let's go. We now have a new option to destroy the brain. We're not going to do that. I'm going to choose, I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
And we have a couple more options. We have inspect the exposed brain, which is an investigation check. We have break the skull, which is a strength check, and a dexterity check of gently prise the brain from the skull. Now, if I go ahead and turn on tooltips, I will see that I have a +3 for my dexterity, a -1 for my strength, and it's a straight roll for my investigation. So I'm going to go ahead and do a dexterity, gently prise the brain from the skull. And I need to get a 10. I do have that bonus of +3, although I do kind of want this buddy as my buddy. So I just did a quick save right there. And I am going to try to beat a 10 on this with a 3 dexterity bonus. We need to meet or exceed, so that means this D20 needs to show a 7. Which it does not. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick load.
Remove us from this body.
And we are right back here. Let's go ahead and roll again. And there we go. We got an 8 on the dice, plus our 3 brings us to an 11, which isn't the highest number in the world, but it is enough for us to succeed.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
And I could very much mutilate the brain. I'm going to spare the creature. Any injury might weaken it.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Alright, so we have a couple of options here. Alright, let's go. What's at the helm? I helped you once, but that's all I could do. I'll go, but not with you. What should I call you or attack the brain? Fuck it, what should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Alright, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
And if I had thought about it, I would have remembered that mind flayers kind of have a hive mind, and I would not have asked it what to call it. But let's go ahead and continue. We now have a mind flare buddy, which I don't think we can actually do anything with. I mean, I could run around as him, but other than that, I don't think we could do anything with him. Yeah.
Still alive.
In
So
theory, I
that's
should be able
progress.
to inspect him, though. Yeah, so he has an armor class of 12, strength of 6, dexterity of 14, con of 13, intelligence 12, wisdom 11, and surprisingly a charisma of 12. So that's cool. But other than that, nothing too insane to write home about. But let's go ahead and continue on down this way.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
What made you think I was a thrall? Who are you? We need to figure out where we are. And what do you suggest? Let's go ahead and we need to figure out where we are.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
So we got some imps. Alright, it is also worth noting, I forgot to mention this before, we ended up in the first layer of the Nine Hells, known as Avernus, right in the middle of the Blood War, which is why we got some imps on here with us. But yeah, get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds. Each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. And on our turn, we could do a multitude of things. The most common is going to be movement, action, and bonus action. Those three take up, I'll say, 99% of what you're going to be doing in combat. Actions can be things like attacking with a melee weapon, attacking with a ranged weapon, using a spell. Bonus action could be things like rogue hiding, dodging, certain spells, and all of that. And then movement is pretty self-explanatory. But it looks like we actually got 3 of our turns right in a row. So let's go ahead and come up here and yeah, let's go ahead and head right here. And then if I press the R1 button, I could see the various actions that I got. Like I could try to topple this guy, I could flurry of blows him, I could do a main hand attack, I could also throw, shove, dip, improvised weapon, dash, hide, disengage, help, and then I have some things over here I could use. Right now, I'm just going to use a main hand weapon attack. And I was able to take him down in one blow. So I'm going to go ahead and move kind of here towards the center. If I didn't kill him in one blow, because I am a monk, I would also have an unarmed strike that I could use as a bonus action. But I did kill him in one blow, so we're going to go ahead and skip our turn. Then now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to main hand attack this.
This is your end.
Yeah. Figured that wouldn't be too difficult. And then I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. And our brain pup here can't make it all the way over. So I'm just going to kind of sit right here. And I don't think this is going to do anything, but let's go ahead and try to hide. And in turn. Well, fine. I'll just go over here and smack you. And there we go. Combat is over, and we got a crossbow for that.
Now, to the helm.
It is worth being aware that in the pre-release, this dungeon was like 2 or 3 times as long. Like, I'm pretty sure that this one battle right here, in the pre-release, had like 7 or 8 different, what's it called? Different imps in it, and it was a messed up fight. Really meant to drain your resources. It was a fun fight, but literally no reason for it other than drain your resources. Let's go ahead and see if there might be anything else around here, which it doesn't look like it. Yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. And if we had taken any damage or anything, we could, of course, use this to heal up. We might as well use it anyway.
Take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Grab this singular piece of gold. And then in through this sphincter right here.
Mind flayer machinery. Better watch what I touch.
Damn it! You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Look for a latch that might open the lid.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
I'll look around. There must be some way to get this thing open.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
I want to know what this is. The dark oily liquid inside this tank pulses slowly, keeping time with your own breath. Oh god. What does it do, though? I don't know that it does anything. Let's go ahead and interact with this guy.
The console appears dormant.
Look for a switch or
The
release.
mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first. But then you spy an empty socket.
Hit it.
Nothing. The console remains dormant.
Yeah, let's go ahead and leave. Nothing we can do with that right now. Let's go ahead and head on through here. Got a dead thrall with a scimitar and a golden key on them.
You are beautiful.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Very well. We have a slave mind up here and another chest containing a number of potions. Let's go ahead and grab the slave mind
A brain in a jar.
and the dead thrall, which is going to have an eldritch rune, a mug, and some gold on them.
To unlock those controls next to the pod.
And let's go ahead and push this. Place your hand on
As
the
you
console.
place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Instant ceramorphosis.
Or it's our turn.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
Nothing we can do about it though.
We are one.
So let's go ahead and continue on back out here. See if we can't do anything for Shadowheart now.
The console appears dormant.
Insert the rune into the socket.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Arcane, take a closer look. I already know that I'm going to have a straight roll on this. But we only need a 10. Let's go ahead and just see what we got. Natural 20. So a critical success. Very nice, very nice.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating beating heart than a machine. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Place my hand on the console.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Authorita. Illithid wisdom, will the pod to open. That I will in fact do. And I'm gonna have a +3 on this check anyway. So, and I only need a 2, so as long as I don't get a natural 1, I should be fine. I had to say it. I had to say
You
it.
feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and reject it.
Can I try again?
You feel the biomechanical brain of...
Alright, so I really want Shadowheart in there. So here's hoping that this autosave isn't too far behind. I just had to call out the fact that I'd be good as long as I didn't get a natural 1. I'm going to go ahead and run through this, do all the same stuff I did before, and I'll be right back when I'm done. Alright, so this time I failed the closer look check, so we are going to be getting new dialogue. Let's go ahead and see what it says.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything. It could even transform the occupant of the pod, like what happened before.
Very well, let's go ahead and place our hand on the console.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Alright, let's go ahead and try this check again. This time, however, I am going to quick save. Hopefully I don't need it. Hopefully I don't get another 1. There we go, that's better.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
A dangerous company is exactly what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alright then, let's get going. I'm Brother Z.
Shadowheart. One moment.
What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Alright, before we make our way to the helm, there are these 2 prisoners right here. I could go ahead and kind of
Psionic
play with this
energy
thing.
radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Let's go ahead and try the middle one.
Machine remains hostile.
Okay, so the middle one wakes them up. Very nice. Can I...
Consider me intrigued.
I cannot.
No choice but to keep going.
Can I press this? Negative.
Don't waste a step.
Can I do anything with my bonus action? Not from here. So let's go ahead and end our move. Little mind flare, buddy. You can't really do anything either. Yeah. Then now it is Shadow's Heart turn. Let's go ahead and make our move over this way. Are you within reach? You are not within reach. So, Shadowheart, like I said before, is a cleric. So that means that she has spells and cantrips and the like. So we could go ahead and cast something like Firebolt here. It is a cantrip. It is not going to cost a spell slot, which is a very finite resource, which we're going to need in the upcoming fight. And it could deal 1 to 10 damage. So let's go ahead and try our luck. Very well. They are dead. If you don't want to fight them, the last one automatically kills them. Just if you're wondering. We've got a backpack over here. And then now over here we have some more things that we can interact with. Like a dark mind.
Another brain.
Not quite sure what that is.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
And then that golden key that we got earlier will open up this elaborate box, which will have an onyx and 16 gold. And before we move on, we did get hurt, so let's go ahead and use the restoration pod. Let's go ahead and L2 select Shadowheart here and take a look at our spell book. And I'm going to go ahead and go to prepared spells. I'm going to go ahead and take off inflict wounds and shield of faith. And I'm going to put on command and Bane. Yeah, I'm gonna do command and Bane. And then back to our main character.
Despite everything.
Head on in through here. Before we advance, let's go ahead and save the game. Because we do have a boss fight coming up here.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Yank.
So, what we're about to do, wind condition is not that difficult to succeed. That being said, there is wind condition, there's better condition, and then there's optimum condition. At the very least, I'm going to show you how to get the better condition. I'm going to try to get the optimum condition, and that is going to be to kill a certain creature up in here. But let's go ahead and move forward.
Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Alright, so win condition is we have 18 turns to get to this thing over here, which is 172 feet away. Which that is win condition. Better condition would be to get this guy's sword, which is a very nice sword indeed. Okay. Best condition would be to take this 150 HP and bring that down to 0 and just kill him outright. That would be the best condition. At the very least, I want that sword. And let's see, he has some resistances. He has resistance to slashing damage from non-magical, piercing damage from non-magical, bludgeoning from non-magical. He is resistant to fire damage. He is resistant to lightning damage, resistant to cold damage, resistant to poison damage. So basically everything we can do to him, he is resistant to, which is kind of annoying. But let's go ahead. I don't have enough movement to get to you. Well, fine. I'll go ahead and come here. And I'll go ahead and move here and loot this body. And I will end my turn there. With the Intellect Devour, I will go ahead and attack this imp. Oh, he missed. Let's go ahead and attack the Lesser Hell's Boar. Ooh, nice critical hit. Ooh, and he's dead. Very nice indeed. And now I got Shadowheart. I'm going to go ahead and move Shadowheart up this way. And then I'm going to use Sacred Flame, which I know it says flame in the name. It actually deals radiant damage instead of fire damage. Which is one of the few things that this guy is not resistant to, and because he is stunned, I actually have a 100% chance of hitting him. So let's go ahead and try that. Yeah. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and move... I'm just going to go ahead and attack the Lesser Imp. And then move the rest of my movement up this way. And yeah, there is nothing else I can do at the moment. Mind Flare, let's go ahead and move, or not Mind Flare, Intellect Devour, let's go ahead and move you up here. And yeah, I don't believe there's anything else you can dash. We'll go ahead and dash you up here. Yep, and turn.
Ignore the devil. We must
And then with Lazelle, we will also dash. See if I can find it. There it is. Then move up this way. And I can no longer attack him with my weapon, but I can try to do a pommel strike, which if it works, he'll be dazed for 2 turns. And yeah, I highly doubt it will work though. Oh shit, it worked! I was not expecting that to succeed.
Let's end this.
Alright, but now that that Lizelle is standing right next to him and he is dazed. Shadowheart. Let's go ahead and command him to drop. And then I got healing word. Feels weird to do this on a mind flare, but let's go ahead and healing word the mind flare. Yeah. That felt super weird. Did he pick his sword back up? He should, in all honesty, have picked his sword back up, but I don't think he did. So I am going to move right here.
Time to press ahead.
No, I cannot do that with Mage Hand. Darn it. Well, there is nothing else I can do right now, so I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. I'm going to go ahead and use the claws against this guy. Very well. Then now with Lizelle, can I grab the sword? I can indeed. Very nice. So now, if I were so inclined, I could equip the sword to her. As a matter of fact, I'm going to equip the sword to her because it is going to deal 2d6 plus 3 as opposed to what she currently has, which is 1d10 plus 3. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and equip this right now. The fire damage isn't going to deal much damage, but this, I believe this is technically a +1 weapon. So, yeah. And then, just for kind of giggles, let's go ahead and try to push him. Hey, the push worked as well. Very nice. And then I guess I'll move right here. And end my turn. Let's see, Shadowheart. You are out of spell slots, which is fine. If I do Sacred Flame, that is 1d8 worth of damage, whereas if I attack, I got 2 to 7 damage. Both has a 40% chance. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack him. It dealt 1 damage. Fine. And now here we go with our main character here. We're going to go ahead and do a main hand attack. which we missed with. Now we're going to go ahead and do a flurry of blows, which I think I technically missed with both on those, but that is fine. We're going to go ahead and end our turn. Bring the brain dog and try to attack. And then we have surrounded this guy. So we are just going to kind of try to lay into him. We have lacerate here, which should it land, and it only has a 40% chance of landing, but should it land, it deals 6 to 19 points of damage. We have cleave, which again, oh, hello. I think cleave would hit all of us? Swing your weapon in a large arc to attack up to 3 enemies at once. Yeah, if that lands, it will deal 5 to 13 points of damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with the cleave and see what we got. Yeah, I missed. Not surprised. I'm going to go ahead and try to push him again. And I got Shadowheart here. Let's go ahead and just do a wait, what is this? Grant another creature advantage on stealth checks. Very well. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just do a Sacred Flame on this guy. Well, fine. Be that way. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about that imp. And again, we're just going to attack him. Hey, I hit him with the critical strike. And then I'm going to use my last key point to try to flurry of blows him again. And again, both missed. Hey, the intellect devourer hit. Let's go ahead and try to cleave this guy. Hopefully it doesn't hit our friendlies. It did not. Very nice. And let's go ahead and try to move her into a slightly different position. And see what happens if I try to push now. I mean, nothing. But alright. In turn. Shadowheart. Again with your Sacred Flame, please. Dealt 3 points of damage.
Take this ship. Dario will have your head.
And attack. Oh, nice. Another critical hit. And now I no longer have my Flurry of Blows, but I do have an unarmed strike with my bonus action. I missed, of course. Brain Dog attack. Brain Dog missed. Alright, and What's-His-Face did hit, so that's nice. We're now down to 62 out of 150 health, and we have 10 turns remaining. Essentially 9 turns remaining. Yeah.
Got to focus.
What potions do you have? Scroll of Revivify, Scroll of Detect Thoughts, regular potions. Very well, let's go ahead and do another Sacred Flame. 8 points of damage, very nice. And we have some demons that are appearing. What potions do you have? Throw this alien bulb at a target and possibly pull it to the pull in nearby objects and creatures. Very well. It deals 1 point of damage. I have a potion of speed, which will increase my AC by 2. So my armor class by 2. It will grant me advantage on dexterity saving throws, and it will double my movement speed. That's not what I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and continuously like try to pommel him with my monkey attacks. Hey, my unarmed strike hit him.
Come a little closer.
Intellect Devour, have your way. Of course he missed. Mind Flare. Nice. 20 points of damage from the Mind Flare. Very nice. 13 points of damage from Lizelle. And I don't know why I keep on pushing him. Like, it's not doing anything. It makes me feel like I'm, like, doing extra stuff with her.
Talk to me.
Sacred Flame. He saved against the Sacred Flame. That's fine. I mean, you can go ahead and dash all you want. At this rate, your buddy's going to be dead by the time you get here. And attack. I got a critical and dealt 4 points of damage. Fine. I did almost the exact same amount of damage with my unarmed strike that deals a 1d4 worth of damage than I did with my critical. Whatever. Alright, now our brain dog is going to try to attack again. Ooh, nice. Hit him for 5 points of damage on that critical, leaving him with 6 points of health. And the Mind Flare took him out. And there is our trophy that I was looking for. The devil is in the details. Defeat Commander Zaluk in the Nautiloid. And we have 8 turns remaining. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take out this lesser imp that's been kind of annoying. And then loot his body for that crossbow. And then loot that Mind Flare for a bloodstone. And then let's go ahead and move up this way. Oh, shoot! I did not realize that he had turned against us. So with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and move
Keep going.
Shadowheart up here, and then help our friend. And then it's going to take more than what I got in order to give her a potion.
Time to strike.
But I guess it is technically still her turn.
Hurry, before they strike.
So we're going to go ahead and continue on up this way. Now that we are up here, we're going to go ahead and drink our healing potion, giving us 7 points of health.
Stop the intruders! They must be.
That thing's focused on us now. Let's get to the transponder and get out of here.
All right, and now let's go ahead and dash, which is going to get us a pretty good distance in there.
And move.
And try to shove this guy away. Hey, it worked. Yeah, I saw that coming. That's perfectly fine. It actually attacked it. It actually hit. I was not expecting that to hit. Thank you for going after that for me. And then I, in theory, should be able to just dash on by and activate.
The helm's alien transponder. You made it in time. As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Check yourself for injuries.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
We do indeed need a cure. Unique items. Go to your personal chest in camp during a long rest to find some of your unique DLC items. Yes, because I was fortunate enough to be able to grab a hold of the digital deluxe edition. But let's go ahead and level up our character. Level up Monk. We have gained an additional key point. We will gain an additional key point. We will get unarmored movement, which will increase our movement speed by 10 feet as long as we are not wearing armor or carrying a shield. And we could use our bonus action and a single key point in order to drop into a patient defense, which will give us advantage on dexterity saving throws, as well as any attackers against us will have disadvantage to attack us. So for those of you that are unaware of what that means, advantage essentially means roll 2 d20s and take the higher of the two, disadvantage is roll 2d20s and take the lower of the two. So that is good. With the we could also use our bonus action and a key point for Step of the Wind, which is a bonus action dash, or a disengage, which essentially allows us to get out of combat with a nearby enemy without taking any sort of damage. All of that being said, if I were to press square, I'm sorry, I don't know what it is on console or on PC, but if I were to press square, I can in fact multi-class. There are a fair number of good multi-classes that actually meld well with the monk. By the time we hit max level, we will be multi-classed with rogue and monk, but that is going to be coming later in the game. But yeah, so we are just going to go ahead and do our second level into monk. Now with that complete, did I get anything cool? I have simple robes. I prefer the look of the simple robes, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on. I could also technically put on leather armor, but it would mess up all of my stuff. So I'm not going to do that. And hey, look at that. I got some thieves' tools. And a crossbow. I'm going to go ahead and equip a crossbow as well. Just so that we have a ranged option. But main form of attack is definitely going to be fisticuffs. I got a short sword right here. Let's see, this is going to be 1d8. The short sword is going to be 1d6. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be sticking with the quarterstaff. Now, let's go ahead and continue on through here. We got the Mangled Fisherman, which is going to give us 5 gold. And we got Shadowheart right here, which I'm going to go ahead and investigate her. Because there are some interesting things about her. First of all, her armor class is 16. I do not personally like that she has a 13 in both strength and dexterity. I know that a little bit later in the game I will have the opportunity to change up her stats. I'm not sure if I'm going to have her be a up-close strength cleric or a ranged cleric with the dexterity. But other than that, she also has a 14 in constitution, a 17 in wisdom, and then intelligence is 10 and charisma is 8. But this right here, fear of wolves. I did not know that she had a fear of wolves. Basically, she will need to make a saving throw against being frightened if she comes within 30 feet of seeing a wolf. I was unaware of that. But yeah, let's go ahead and wake her. And she has her spiky D20 right there in her hand. We can reach for her artifact, but I don't want to do that. Let's just go ahead and wake her up.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping that you might know. Or it doesn't matter, we made it.
True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Now what?
First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Do you want to stay together? Or do you have any idea where we are? What happened to our gift friend? Or indeed, I'd better get moving then. Farewell. I am not going to say farewell. I'm going to say this one right here, the first one.
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right then, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
All right, now, there are some places that we can go. Let's go ahead and kind of grab all of the. What the heck are you? You are just a regular old hat. We got some ingredients over here. We got a dead fisherman over here. A dead intellect devourer with nothing in it. And we got a couple of fish here. And we have a book
Fresh water.
that
There must be a settlement
you can
somewhere.
go ahead and read if you would want. It has some words in here that I can't readily say. But go ahead and read. I am about to turn the page in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Now, we could move out there. We don't need to, but I do want to point something out. If we look down in the bottom left of the screen, you will see that this is difficult terrain and we are wet. Essentially, difficult terrain halves your movement speed, and the wet condition is, to my knowledge, brand new to the game of D&D. But what it does is the wet condition makes you take half damage from fire damage, but it makes you take double damage from lightning. So yeah, just be aware of that. But we have a letter right here. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again and keep on saying it till we're old and gray. Let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but there's always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Yeah, Anna, I don't think he's gonna make it. Just call it a hunch. Got some mere grass right there. And let's go ahead and continue on this way. We have another dead fisherman with some supplies. Some more belladonna. We have an intellect devourer here with nothing in it. Another fisherman. Some dagger root. Some more belladonna. And this is a waypoint. Essentially, it is a fast travel point. Not that you need to actually be next to them to use them. It is more just a destination. We got a dagger right there.
More of those wretched things.
Got nothing right there. I'm going to go ahead and hold down on the D-pad to enter into stealth. Just because there were some intellect devourers right there, and I'm not worried about fighting them. I just, if possible, I would like to be able to get the jump on them. We are also going to go ahead and level up Shadowheart. Again, you can multi-class her should you choose. We are not going to, though. And she is going to gain 7 hit points, bringing her to 17, and an additional spell slot. And she unlocks her Channel Divinity, which is Turn Undead and Invoke Duplicity. Which we'll go over those shortly. And yeah. These, we can go ahead and select a different spell. I'm not too worried about it right now. And let's go ahead and go back to Brother Z. Right. So as you can see, there are bits of red on the map. That is
Carefully now.
Vicious filth.
that did not work the way I wanted it to. What I was trying to say is that the red was like line of sight. Let's go ahead and try something real quick if I could remember how to do it. It doesn't matter. He ended up in combat anyway. There is a way to turn on there we go, turn-based mode. I had forgotten how to do it, and it took me too long to figure it out. But anyway, let's go ahead and smack the Intellect Devourer. And we'll go ahead and leave that as is for now.
Another fight.
And
Let's
then
go.
with Brother Z, let's go ahead and hit him again. It's got nothing for us. And let's go ahead and move up over
Best
here
be on my
with
way.
our massive 40 feet of movement. And then use our unarmed strike to punch him. Which brings him down to 4 health. Oh damn, you hit hard, my friend. Although you missed. Alright, now with moving here, we can now use Sacred Flame on these guys. Let's go ahead and use it on this one. He made his save. Of course he did. And in that turn, let's go ahead and do a main hand attack here. Yeah, that took him out. And we got 10 health remaining here. We have 9 health remaining. I could do a flurry of blows. I could use one of my key points. I don't want to at the present. So we're just going to go ahead and do an unarmed strike. Which hit him for 6. Cool, he missed anyway. Then now if I come up here and smack him.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
And he is down. And is that guy still alive? He is not. Let's go ahead and jump up here. We have another potion of speed, 2 spiky bulbs, and a skull. Is there anything else of interest in here? There is a treasure chest right there. Anything over here? Negative. Got a bunch of stuff in here. What the hell just damaged me? I took fire damage from what? An oil of accuracy. Very well. And a mind flare body with some more potions in it. And as you can see, we have been getting quite a fair number of potions. And that appears to be everything in here. Wait. Yeah, that appears to be everything in here. So let's go ahead and grab a stuff from this Intellect Devourer, or not. And let's go ahead and use some of our potions. Something interesting here. You can see that both me and Shadowheart are damaged. If I come up here and I choose the throw action, and I choose to throw a potion, I could actually throw it right here. And possibly get both of us with it. Yeah. So we are now at maximum health. Shadowheart is only 2 low. And yeah, that is very nice indeed. Got a wooden trunk right here. Can I lockpick it? So I have a +3 to my dexterity, with a +2 to my sleight of hand, giving me a +5, which means as long as I don't get a 1, I will succeed. That being said, I can also use guidance from Shadowheart, which I will in fact be doing just in case something weird happens. Plus I like seeing big numbers. And yeah, we picked that lock. Let's see what we got for it. We got 17 gold and a leather helmet. And I just saw that it said that I used my lockpick. Okay, no. I still have lockpicks. Very well. And does this count as armor? It does count as armor. Can I give this to Shadowheart? And can Shadowheart equip it?
A long way to go still.
Oh, she already has a circlet on. But this gives her a +1 saving throw to dexterity saves. Yeah, she's going to equip that. And then, just out of curiosity. Yeah, nope. Alright.
I've got a long road ahead.
Now let's go ahead and go back to Brother Z, collect some of this belladonna. And then some of this mere grass. And then continue on up this way. I'm going to go ahead and come down here real quick, because I know I got some things down hither. Got some balsam. Sure. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump down here. And in theory, Shadowheart should follow me.
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
And with that, I should be able to move this stone. And is that enough? Does not look to be enough. That should be enough. Although I guess we wanted to grab onto the rock again anyway. There is a treasure chest down here, which read. It's a tattered collection of reports held together with a moon and harp seal. There is frequent mention of sacrilegious activity among local Salionite? Sure. Sect. We also have a ruby and a harper's map. This stained, ragged map has passed through countless hands. A little harp marks an area called Moonrise Towers, with a small inky crescent sketched into the nearby forest. Below the crescent is a more recent scrawl, Cache. And then we get 2 potions of speed, some gold, and a bloodstone. Not 100% sure what the bloodstone is. Examine. Anyone can squeeze blood from a stone if the edges are sharp enough. Okay. Cool. I don't know the point of that. I know that it sells for 40 gold though.
Have a lot on my
So
mind.
after that is complete, let's go ahead and head back to the road that we were on before coming down here. Let's go ahead and jump on up. And then take a look at this guy.
Hurry. I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Kill it yourself. You look capable enough. Easily stand back or leave. I'm going to go ahead and say you can kill it yourself.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
So, there are a few things that we got going on here. We got dexterity, which is the +3, strength, which is -1, or monk dexterity, which is still the +3, but I gain advantage because of monk. The elf's grapple is weak, basic, slip the hold, which is what we're going to do. I will also use guidance on this. And like I said before, advantage is I get to roll 2 dice and I take the higher of the 2. So yeah, I should be okay on this. Just in case. I don't think he would kill me, but I will go ahead and do a quick save. And I got that 15. We're going to ignore that 1 that showed up down there. And with all of my stuff, I end up with a 21.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Oh, you have it backwards. They snatched me up too. Well, put the knife away and maybe we can talk. I haven't done anything to you yet. Well, let's go ahead and choose the first one.
I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us. Honestly, I have no idea. Put the knife away. I'll tell you everything. I'm going to go ahead and go with the first one.
The worm? Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same were the roles reversed. Glad to see we're all caught up now, or you better have more to offer than apologies. Nope, we're going to go ahead and do the first one.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
We are apparently a Baldarian too, so let's go ahead and choose that.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately they're going to turn us into mind flares.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it, we need to get rid of it. You should travel with me, our odds are better together. I need to get moving, but you can shelter at my camp. I've wasted enough time, farewell. Let's go ahead and pick the control it one.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
And then you should travel with me.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Alright, and we now have Astarion in our party. So let's go ahead and level him up. A lot of the things that we're going to see from him are going to look familiar because Rogue level 2 is actually very similar to Monk level 2. Only instead of using a finite resource, they just get to do all the stuff that we can for free. So they could hide for free with the bonus action, they could dash for free with the bonus action, and they could disengage for free with the bonus action. And he's going to end up at 17 hit points. And just out of curiosity, do I have anything of interest for him that he might be able to use? He could use a rapier, which will be ultimately better. And do I have a dagger that he could use in his offhand? I do. Can he put the hand axe in his offhand? He cannot. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the rapier back in his offhand. And then as for this, no, the rapier is going to be better. And then we could put the dagger in his, or not. Okay. Rapier in that hand. Let's try a dagger in this hand. Can you wield 2 daggers? You can wield 2 daggers. So, looking at the daggers, you can see here the one in his main hand. It will deal 1d4 plus 3 piercing damage. So it has a range of 4 to 7 damage. But the one in his offhand only deals 1d4 piercing damage. There is no plus 3. That is because while you can wield a weapon in your offhand without certain features and stuff that we don't currently have access to, you can't add your dexterity modifier to the damage dealt. So that is a little obnoxious, but it is what it is. Now the question is, will this be overall more damage than this? I think it will be. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that as such.
No one's
Come back up to us and continue on. Making our way back into the Mind Flare ship.
There. A mind flayer. It's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
Give in to the emotion. This isn't right. Step away. Or no, you should be furious, shouldn't you? Yeah, we're going to choose that one.
Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
So, we have a couple of things right here. We could try to make an intelligence saving throw to concentrate on its thoughts, or we could take advantage of the lapse and break free. Let's go ahead and try to do this one. We need to score a 10, and I am going to use guidance. I'm not going to worry about saving before this. We're just going to let the dice land where it wants to land. Which, there we go. Success!
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Submit to the feeling. Lean in as for a kiss. Or I could do a wisdom saving throw to resist the intrusion with everything I have. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. And guidance is just naturally going to be applied on this. I have a +3, and I only need to get a 5. So as long as I don't get a 1 in theory, I should be good to go. Oh yeah, there we go.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
And we're going to close those eyes forever. And then loot him. Potion of speed, caustic bulb, and a skull. Let's see, anything else of interest around here, like another treasure chest or anything to collect? Doesn't look as it. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on this way.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
I did not see the goblin at my feet. Very well. And we got a weird thingy right here. Let's go ahead and investigate it.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
Yeah, so strength, grab the hand and pull. I will be using guidance on this because I have a -1. Oh boy. Okay, cool. '18 success.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
And this is Gale. Another member of our party, potentially.
Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was, yes.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Go on.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I was going to ask you the same question. Though he is obviously a wizard, so I'm going to say, can't say that I am.
We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
And we now have Gale in our party, so let's go ahead and level him up. So he can become a specialist now. His health increases from 8 to 14. He gains a spell slot. Evocation Savant. Learning evocation spells from scrolls costs half as much, becoming 25 gold pieces per spell level. He could sculpt spells. Create pockets of safety within your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed their saving throws against these spells and take no damage from them. And he has 2 new spell slots. Let's go ahead and press triangle to continue. We got Evocation, which is a type of magic. Evocation spells focus elemental energy into powerful attack and enchantments. Those who specialize in this school are known as evokers. Learning evocation spells from scrolls only costs 25 gold per level instead of 50. We got necromancy, which should be pretty self-explanatory. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death and make lots of friends there. Learning necromancy spells from scrolls only costs you 25 gold, yada yada yada. Grim harvest. Once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell slot, or twice the spell level used. Thrice if it's a necromancy spell. Undead and constructs are unaffected. So there's that. We got Conjurer. Compelled by shape and motion. Your favorite arcane style involves summoning creatures and objects as well as displacing them in space. So we will learn the Minor Conjurer. We can create water, which is something that Shadowheart already has the ability to do, so I'm not too keen on that. We have Enchantment. Your magic influence beguiles and bends the will and conviction of those around you. Hypnotic Gaze. Charm and incapacitate a creature. It cannot attack you, or cannot attack you. It cannot act. You can maintain your Hypnotic Gaze each turn to extend its duration. Yeah. We have Divination. You peer through time itself and can sculpt the future, like temporal clay, into a more favorable form. Portent. Your dreams grant you glimpses and let you influence the future. After each long rest, you gain 2 random portent dice. During the day, you can use your reaction to change the die of any attack roll or saving throw rolled near you to one of your portent die. Each portent die can only be used once, and you lose your unused portent die at the end of each day. Now, in the tabletop version of Dungeons & Dragons, this is actually a really powerful spell, or class. I'm not even saying that it isn't powerful in Baldur's Gate, but I have seen people try to use this, and quite literally, as long as you have your portent die, on every roll, it asks you if you want to use it. Like, you can get a 19, and if one of your portent die is a 20, it'll ask you if you want to use that natural 20. So, yeah, it gets real old real fast. We have Illusionist. You specialize in unraveling and restitching the fabric of reality to fool the unwary, the gullible, and the monstrous. Improved Minor Illusion. You can cast Minor Illusion as a bonus action. You can remain hidden while casting the spell. The spell can be cast while you are silenced, which is cool. But we also have Transmutation. Your innate fascination with the structure of things has granted you an incredible power over crude matter and its manipulation. Learning transmutation spells, yada yada yada. Experimental Alchemy. You can brew 2 alchemical solutions instead of 1 when combining extractions. If you succeed, a DC 15 medicine check. So, yeah, honestly, out of all of the... Oh, hey, Abjuration. Abjuration spells summon wards, banish enemies, and nullify magic. Suitable for those who wish to defend themselves and others. And Arcane Ward. The residual magic of your spells forms a ward around you that can protect you from harm. Honestly, a lot of these are really interesting and really fun. I'm going to go ahead and just do the evocation. Fireball. Enough said. And now we can learn 2 spells. We got Burning Hands, which deals 3d6 fire damage. Charm Person, which Shadowheart already has. We have Chromatic Orb, which for some reason in this game only deals thunder damage. Hurless Fear, that deals 3d8 thunder damage and possibly creates a surface on impact. Alternatively, choose a different type of damage. Okay, so yeah, you could choose different types of damage. We have Color Spray, which can blind a creature up to a combined 33 hit points. Disguise Self. Expeditious Retreat, you gain dash immediately, and you could use that as a bonus action thereafter. We have Long Strider, which increases your movement speed by 10 feet. This is a touch spell, so if we took it, we could put it on our main character. We have Enhanced Leap, which triples a creature's jumping distance. Ice Knife. Throw a shard of ice that deals 1d10 piercing damage. It explodes and deals 2 to 12 cold damage at anyone nearby. It leaves an icy surface. This spell can be cast while you are silenced. Okay. Find Familiar, which is a useful spell. We're not going to worry about it right now. Featherfall, again, useful spell. You and nearby allies gain immunity to falling damage for 10 turns. False Life. So you gain 7 temporary hit points. And that is a very, very good spell. So is Magic Missile. It deals 3d4 plus 3 force damage. You shoot 3 magic darts, each dealing 1d4 plus 3. Or 1d4 plus 1 force damage. They always hit their target. Protection from good and evil, Ray of Sickness, Shield, and Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm actually kind of surprised this is in here. Let's go ahead and here for our second level, let's go ahead and take False Life and Burning Hands. And what spells do we have prepared? We have Grease prepared. We have Thunderwave prepared. We have Sleep prepared. We have Witch Bolt prepared. I'm going to go ahead and take off Sleep. And I'm going to go ahead and replace that with Burning Hands. Witch Bolt deals a D12. Yeah. Wait, is Mage Armor a ritual by any chance? I don't think it is. Now, something about Gale and something about wizards in general. So we have Mage Armor up here. Mage Armor increases armor class to 13 plus Dexterity modifier. Yeah, so that is a really good spell to have. And we are actually going to go ahead and use one of our spell slots right now to cast it. Because I would much rather be down a spell slot than have Gale be easy to hit. So we are done with that, so let's go ahead and continue on this way. We have a trap right here.
Must have been here a while.
I hear something. What do I hear? I am not sure what I am hearing right now. I mean, it sounds like a squirrel.
Of course it's dangerous.
Maybe it's just a bunch of
Zoro
birds.
was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Rather demanding of a woman in your position, why should I? And don't worry, I'll get them out of here one way or another. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do the second option.
Words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
Alright, now, as for the tieflings, let's go ahead and monk persuasion them, I guess. Even though we have a -1 from our charisma. The Githyanki's an intelligent creature. Just like you, release her and let us converse civilly. We are going to go ahead and add guidance to this. We need to get a total of a 7. I'm not too worried if I fail this though, so let's go ahead and let it roll. Beautiful. Success.
Converse with it. I barely know what it is.
But Demaze, if it's intelligent, we can't just...
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
I will go ahead and get you down.
Observe.
Ranged attack.
Get me down.
Onto the floor of the thing.
As you say.
That did not destroy the floor of the thing. Let's try that again. There we go.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Tiefling, you're clearly no friend of Tieflings. We'll go our separate ways, I think. Nah. Alright, we journey together. Let's find the creche. And what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a ghaik tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Alright, let's find this creche.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
What happens if I just leave? Full party. Your party is full. I was unable to do what I wanted to do. Alright, so. How? Shadowheart.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
We should journey separately for now. I'll see you whenever we camp.
If you're sure.
I'm sure.
As you like. Perhaps I'll see you at camp.
Oh, I forgot that she was my concentrate. Or I should be okay with that.
Has the error of your ways become clear?
I would like you to join me.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A Kresh must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Very well, very well. Let's go ahead and select her and, of course, level her up. Bringing her HP to 20 and gaining action surge as well, which allows her to use 2 actions in 1 turn.
Can't give up now.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
I meant to pick up the bow. Thank you. And then there's that over there. Nothing much else of interest over here. Let's go ahead and head this way.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
I'm going to go ahead and split the party. I'm going to go ahead and bring Gale and Lae'zel. I'm going to bring these 2 over here.
Action, not reaction.
I'm going to bring Lae'zel over to this side.
Into the shadows.
Let me work my
I'm
magic.
going to put Gale up this way.
It's a gnome's life for me.
And this might be the wrong thing to do, so I'm also going to quick save. I'm also going to turn on turn-based mode. And then
I can be subtle sometimes.
I'm going to go ahead and move over here with...
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates!
Cannon! No! Shit! Form a line!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Alright. So, before I move on, is Lae'zel in combat? She is not. So I'm going to go ahead and pull her up. And then Gale is yet to be in combat as well. let's go ahead and see if we can't Ray of Frost this guy. Yep, so that did precisely what I wanted it to do, which was freeze that dude. So let's go ahead and come back over here to Asterion.
Keep guessing.
Which I am not sure if he is seen right now. So let's go ahead and try to do a ranged sneak attack. No, I have been seen. So we are going to try to cunning action hide.
Now they see me.
And then let's go ahead and try to do a ranged sneak attack. No, can't do it. Can I hit you up here? Looks like I can. Though I missed. Very well. I will go ahead and end our turn and move up this way.
Have to keep going.
And is there anything for me to throw? It does have the thrown property, so I should be able to throw it. That actually felt really satisfying to do, I'm not gonna lie. Blow thine horn! Oh, you're going. Oh no, you're not going to ignore me. All right, Gale, let's go ahead and come up here and loot this frozen body. Very well. And we have already used his action with the Ray of Frost. Not really much more we could do, so let's go ahead and just move forward some more and end his turn.
My sickle and sword, strike them down!
You missed. Alright, now with Lizelle, we're going to go ahead and move up this way. And then we're going to go ahead and do a ranged attack against somebody. Let's go ahead and do it against this one because we have an 80% chance of hitting. And then end our turn. Oh god. Alright, now. Can I try to sneak attack you? No. Can I try to sneak attack you? In theory I can, though we're not going to try that just yet. We're going to go ahead and move over here. I have a 75% chance to hit him. 65, 65, 60, 60. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and aim at this guy. Knocking him out of initiative. And then let's go ahead and cutting action hide. And then that should be the end of his turn.
Survival is all that matters.
And now with everyone dying, let's go ahead and come over here and attack the warg. I meant to do that with a melee strike. So my bad. We are going to go ahead and spend a key point to do a flurry of blows on this guy. Wargfane acquired. Can I? Wait, what's this? Nope.
Time to push my luck again.
I cannot switch back to my melee weapon, it seems. So we're going to go ahead and end our turn. Nice critical hit. All right, now, again, we have Gale here. That'll be a 65% chance to hit. We got 75, 75. Nothing out that way. Let's see what else we might have. We got Thunder Wave here. Which I'm going to go ahead and plant the Thunder Wave right here. No, that in theory will also hit Gale. Yeah, I'm going to plant it right here. And it did kill the goblin the way I wanted it to, but it also did another thing. I was hoping that if it didn't kill the goblin, it would actually put him in line of sight of one of my teammates that would be able to take him out, which it also did beautifully. But that is going to be the end of Gale's turn. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and move up this way. And we're going to melee attack the bugbear. And then we're going to go ahead and move over this way. And might as well action surge and attack the goblin. Oh, I missed. Got some things from the bugbear. Nothing else I could grab around here, though. Nice Eldritch
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Alright, so now that combat is done,
This place doesn't look like much.
let's go ahead and turn off turn-based mode. Bring everyone back into the same. And just kind of grab things from everyone that we haven't already. Yeah, I can grab my hand axe back. Nice. Goblin Brawler. Very well. Got that. Got that. Got that. Somebody is still alive. Couldn't tell you who is still alive. But somebody is still alive. And the reason why I know somebody's still alive is because we got a bunch of red in here. Oh, well, let's go ahead and enter on through here. Or not. There we go.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Where there's goblins, where there's one goblin, there's 10. I'm leaving before the horde comes. One fight just ended, and now you want to pick another? Relax. Druid, those goblins didn't take any prisoners, and you can cough up my payment anytime now. One fight just ended, and now you're gonna pick another.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
So, I could stand back and watch. I could melee attack and attack the tiefling. I could aim a blow at the human, trying to knock him flat on his backside. I can persuade. More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. Or I could use an option because I'm a tiefling, which is, he is human. Malice comes naturally as breathing. Just show him you're the better man. Which is what I did.
I forgot myself. We have people to protect. Let us work towards that.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could arrive at any moment.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
Alright, and now that we are in the grove, I'm going to go ahead and save my game. And I'm going to call that an episode. Thank you all so much for joining me on Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you are enjoying. I know I certainly am. Even though I've done all of this before in the pre-release and all of that good stuff. I am thoroughly enjoying this game, and I am looking forward to seeing everything it has to offer. So once again, thank you all for joining me, and until next time when we figure out what's going on with the Emerald Grove, this is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.